Hi there, I'm Wilson Harmon, and today I'm going to be showing you how to fry chicken. Now, pan frying chicken is really easy. It takes just all you need for that. All you need is a nice sharp knife to cut up this chicken into 3 or 4 inch chunks. And what you want to do with your chicken is take it and roll it in a plate of flour. Dip it in egg wash, and then roll it around in some breadcrumbs. The breadcrumbs will give it that awesome crunchy flavor on the outside. And then you want to put it into your pan. Your pan, you want it to have about 1 inch of oil in it. I'm not sure the exact measurement, it really depends on your pan. But drop it in and let it cook. And while that cooks, you keep preparing as much chicken as you possibly can. Now, you want to wait until your chicken gets to a nice crispy edge on the outside before flipping them over. Then you'll know the crispiness on the outside lets you know that they're being cooked all the way through. Not to get too Pauline here, but my grandmother taught me how to fry chicken when I was in 9th grade. It was awesome. She was really nice, she was really sweet. She always taught me how to make interesting foods. One thing I wish we could do here at the dorm is make pralines, but we'll have to save that for a later video, I guess. So you just keep adding as much chicken as you can. And you want to make sure that when you buy your chicken, it's boneless and skinless. Otherwise, you have to debone it, and skinny is just no fun at all. It's about like skinning a deer. I'm not sure how many people have done that here, but it's not a fun experience. You got to peel it all off. Just a lot more work than it's worth. So as you can hear, the grease is starting to bubble a lot. It means it's cooking really, really well. Don't worry too much if it starts splashing. The grease is going to do that. What you do need to look out for is if it starts smoking too much. That's when you want to cut the heat and cover the pan to prevent any sort of grease fire, prevent anything bad from happening. And always, always have baking soda on hand for grease fires. Or a fire extinguisher like we have over there. Because we've all heard the stories of that one redneck on Thanksgiving who decides to fry himself a turkey and he ends up catching his house on fire. Don't be that redneck. Okay. So you want to make sure your chicken has a nice golden brown on the outside. It may get a little bit burnt. That's okay. You know, some people actually like crispy chicken. Personally, I like mine to be that nice golden brown color and thoroughly cooked through the middle instead of crispy black on the outside. My grandfather was one of those people. If it wasn't burnt, then it was not done. And I could never quite understand him for that one. So, this stuff does have a tendency to stick to your hands, which kind of sucks. So washing them every now and then, just so you can touch things, is always really nice to do. Alright, so we'll come over here. You want to make sure when you're flipping your chicken that you don't splash the oil too much. And actually right now it's starting to bubble a little too much, so cut the heat. Because if it bubbles too much, you're going to lose a lot of your grease, but at the same time you're also risking more of a fire hazard. Now on to more chicken. I personally like frying chicken, frying pork chops, frying anything. They all follow the same basic pattern of coating and things. So you can take this recipe, you can apply it to pork chops, you can apply it to chicken livers. If you're one of those people, eat kidneys. You know, I'm not going to judge. I'm from Mississippi, so you know, livers and kidneys were really good. Also, if you ever do get a chance, get a hold of some chicken gizzards. You fry up they're the little part of the digestive system of a chicken, or most any bird. And they're actually really good when you fry them up. They're really chewy. Absolutely delicious to eat. And, you know, everybody, the thought of it sounds gross, but it's a lot of fun. Alright, if you look at our chicken, you can see that some of the strips starting to turn this nice brown color. That's when you want to get yourself a plate. And take them out of the pan. So, the first couple of pieces of chicken we put in here, like this one. You want to take your plate over the side. You want to take them out. And you want to place it on paper towels. That paper towel is going to absorb the grease that just is no fun to eat. And don't forget about some of the pieces of chicken you put in there that don't seem to be cooking as fast. Let them stay in there, let them get cooked. Not every piece of chicken is created the same, because some are thicker, some are just all fat. They're just the all fat ones, those are the best. Those are the ones you want to eat. You can just sit there and gnaw on them. Alright. So, and always check with your first couple pieces of chicken to see if they're cooked all the way through, if they've got that white color. If they're still at all pink, then you want to make sure they go back in, because chicken poses a serious health risk if you don't cook it all the way through, as does cooking any sort of meat. And I'm just too much of a good old boy to switch to being a vegetarian, so I gotta cook my meat all the way through. Alright. So, that's pretty much how you do it for frying chicken. All you have to do is make sure you have enough chicken that you want to fry, however much you think you need. That can be a pound, that can be 5 pounds, depending on how much you're feeding. You want to make sure you have flour, enough to coat your chicken. You want to make sure you have an egg wash. That egg wash is really important. It's going to help the panko, or breadcrumbs, whichever you prefer to use, stick to the chicken. And the breadcrumbs are what's actually going to give it that nice golden brown crunchy flavor. So, we have fried chicken. It's good.